ስህተት ሰርተዋል። ስለዚህ የእነሱ ሚዛን ገፍተው የህፃናት ህገወጥ ዝውውሩ እንዲበዛ አድርጓል ማለት ሲመራ ነበርና በእርግጥ እኛ ብቻ አይደለንም፣ ሃይማኖት ተቋማትን ወደዚህ ሽፍት እያደረጉ ነው ያሉት። ሚዲያ ላይ አይታችሁ እንደሆነ ሱራፌል ቻናል ላይም ቀርቧል። በሎሶ ቦምቤ ላይ በ3 ዙር ነው ህፃናትን የመለሱት ከአዲስ አበባ ጎዳና አምጥተው 1 2 3 እየተባለ እና ያው የሚመለከታቸውን አካላትን ጠርተው አወያይተዋል። ችግሩ ሰፊ ነው፣ ሌሎችን ተቀናጅተን ልንሰራ ይገባል የሚለውን ያዝ ነው። ልመናውም ትክክል ነው። ሚዲያ ላይ አይታችሁ ከሆነ አላባ ላይ የተያዙ ህፃናት አሉ፣ ደብቀው በዘንቢል ይዘው ሲሄዱ። ምክንያቱም ለልመና ተግባር ነው፣ ለማስተማራት ህፃናትን እያስለቀሱ እየቆነጠጡ ሲያለቅሱ ገቢ ለማግኘት ብር ለመሰብሰብ ተብለው ህፃናት የ2 ዓመት ህፃን እንዴት ነው የሚዘዋወረው? ስለዚህ እንደዚህ አይነት ችግሮች እጅግ በጣም ሰፊ ናቸው። እኛ ከምናየው አንግል እጅግ የሰፋ ነው። ሲነሳ እጅግ ያመናል፣ ያሳፍረናል። በጣም እናደርጋለን። አንድ ወቅት ላይ የሆነ ቦታ የልማት ቡድን ተግባር ሲገመገም ወላይታ ላይ ይሄን ያህል ግንባር ቀደም ልማት ቡድን ካለ የህፃናት ህገወጥ ዝውውርን ለምንድን ነው ያልተከላከለው? ስለዚህ ተግባር ላይ ግንባር ቀደም ነው፣ በተገላቢጦች ደግሞ ይህን እያየን ነው የሚል ሲነሳ የነበረበት ሂደት አለ። አመለካከት ላይ የሚሰራ በመሆኑ ውጤት በሚፈለገው ሁኔታ አላመጣም። ዛሬ ከጎዳና መልሰን ስናበቃ ነገ ላይ ጎዳና ላይ እናገኛለን። ስለዚህ መቅዳ ውሃ መልስ አይነት ተግባር ሆኖብናልና ያው የሁሉም ባለድርሻ አካላት ተሳትፎ ያስፈልጋል። ከሚገባው በላይ ልማት ስራ ሂደቶች ሰርቷል። ተቋማትም አሉ፣ ግን ውጤት አልመጣም የሚለውን የሚያዙ መልካም ነው። ሴቶችም አሉ፣ ትክክል የሴቶች ዝውውርም አለ። ይህን ኦርጋናቸው ወጥተው እንዴት ነው የሚሸጥ የሚለውን ሁሉ በፊገር የተደገፈ ስልጠናዎች ይሰጣሉ፣ ንቅናቄዎች ይፈጠራሉ። ሆነው የሴቶችን ህገወጥ ዝውውር አገር ውስጥ ከአካባቢ የሚደረገው እየጨመረ መጣበት በተሰራበት ውጤት አልመጣም የሚለውን ለማከል ነው። ከዛ ውጭ ለተቋሙ ያቀረብነውን አንዱ ወንድም አንስቶታል። የሴቶች ትምህርት ዕድል ነጻ ትምህርት ዕድል በድህነት ምክንያት መማር ሳይችሉ ቀርተው ውጤቱን እያላቸው ወደ ቤት የተመለሱ አሉ። የቀድሞ ድጋፉ ተጠናክሮ በጣም ብዙ ሴቶች ስላሉ ይቀጥል የሚል ነው። ከዛ ውጭ ምግበኝ ተግባራዊ ከትናንት ወደ ሄደን መሬት ላይ አይተናል። ያው ከቤቱ ሲሰጥ የነበረው አስተያየት በጣም ደስ ይሆናል የሚል ነው። በጣም የተሰራ ስራ ቀላል አይደለም። ከዛሬም ከችግኝ ማቅረቦት ውጤት የታየበት ነው። ስለዚህ እሱን አጠናክሮ የማስቀጠሉ ተግባር ቅንጅትን ይጠይቃል። ከዚህ ውጭ ግን በዚሁ መልክ ደግሞ ቅመማ ቅመም ላይ ቢሰራ አይታትኬ ቅመማ ቅመማት አሉ፣ እነዛን አሽገን ኤክስፖርት የማድረግ
Wow. Even though I didn't understand everything because of Amharic, unfortunately I had my translator by my side to help me translate and understand some of the major issues, what you just told, for instance, that we can of course not directly fix as a college. But what is really important and what I hope that this training started is the awareness that what we can do as a college. Because as a college, we are here to gain awareness and to create attention for all of these problems. And the more we educate the future, so the more we educate the future generations, the less certain problems will occur. So we use education to fight all these misperceptions and all these terrible things that are happening in gender, and not only for girls and women, because I'd like to comment on that as well. What I really like about this training week is the awareness of us that gender is not only a matter that concerns girls and women. It's also everything around inequality, the difference between communities and between urban areas, rural areas, financial background, culture, taboos. We were able to speak about contraceptives with the community. I don't know if you do that on a regular basis, but I don't, because that is usually too sensitive to talk about. And we were able to make this open conversation. We were able to discuss about marriage proposals, who should ask who, and not just us to the community, but the community opened up and showed their opinions and their beliefs and their challenges with us, which which I think is a very great first step in changing gender roles and changing the gender situation. So for now, of course, we heard great ideas, and I'm very happy to hear different timelines, and I'm very happy to hear 4 different levels in which you want to make a difference. However, after a training, it's always very hard to continue with this, because you are all busy, I understand it, myself as well, and we go back to our daily tasks, we go back to the teaching, we go back to research, and it's easy to forget. So what I would like to offer is, if you are really keen on making this work, and if you are really keen on implementing the gender policy, I would be very happy to help. Because I am not the only one at QPoint who is specialized in gender. We have 3 other lovely colleagues with a lot of expertise on this, not only in Kenya, not only in the Netherlands, but in a lot of countries. So I would highly advise and I would highly encourage you to reach out, because I will be happy to read the first draft of the gender policy. And I will also be very happy to think with you in order to make low-cost events or low-cost solutions, because I know the budget is always tight. And when a project is over, because this is the last mission of this project, there's always a problem with ownership. There's always a problem with time allocation. There's always a problem with budget. But we can be creative. I heard so many great stories about all of you in your initiatives. People starting businesses in their backyards. People doing things on voluntary basis. We can do a lot together. And I think to all of us, this week has opened our eyes in what is happening and also what we can influence ourselves on individual level, but also on department level, college level, and even in Molayka Solo as a county by means of outreach. So let me know if there is any help needed, because I'm happy to do that. And I really hope after this training week, we planted a seed in our heads, that we can think, even when we learn and when we teach about other projects and when we teach about other topics, I hope that we encourage each other to also implement a bit of gender in everything. Because gender is not just a separate subject. Gender is something that's intertwined in the entire society. It's also a topic that you can include when you teach about biology, or when you teach about entrepreneurship or finance. Because if you're able to go a level deeper and to look beneath the surface, we can do so much. We can address so many different topics that are usually not easy to talk about. So me, myself, on behalf of QPoint, I'm very happy with how this training went. I really like that we went to the community. I've never done that in Ethiopia before. I'm really happy with all of your support and all of your ideas and your engagement. For me, every training is always very unique, and this training is so inclusive. And so I really like how open we were towards each other, towards me towards you, and also towards the community. So thank you so much. I'm going to make a very nice afternoon video for you. So I will share it with Fikali. And I think I'm going to Fikali first,
Very
or
good.
would you like to go first?
Yeah, you have your. Okay, thank you very much. I think I also need to record myself. This is really a very important session for me, because for the first time we made individual plans. ማአት አይነት የመስሪያ ቤት ፕላን አድርገን እናውቃለን። In most trainings we forget ourselves. We don't plan for our major mission. So now in this training we have individual plans that we did already work on. I'm very sure that does not demand a policy. That does not need a government budget. It just needs your kind heart, your professional commitment, and your time. I've told you a story about Ethiopia. What you do as a person can change a lot of things. Trust me. Yes, Ethiopia didn't reach at this stage without just our first kind and genuine commitment to do something for unemployed youth. Now we meet here. I meet Lisa. I meet QPoint. I meet Nufik. A lot of partners. And tomorrow morning we are going to give a training here. A very short training together with Wasan. If I didn't start Ethiopia, I don't talk to ወሰን ሲ የተለመደው ምንድን ነው? እንሰበስባለን፣ እንሰለጥናለን፣ ወደ የቤታችን እንሄዳለን፣ ይረሳል። አደራ ነው እንላቸው። በግለሰብ ደረጃ የወሰዳችሁት አሳይመንት አለ። ኮሚቴ ፎርም አድርገናል። ትልቁ ዞን አብሮን መኖሩ አውትሪች የምንለውን ጉዳይ በጣም አቅርበነዋል ማለት ነው። ብዙ ጊዜ ኮሚኒቲ ሲባል ከአካዳሚያ ጋር የተገናኙ አይደለም። ዛሬ ግን ይሄ ስልጠና ደስ የሚለው እነሱ ምን እንደሚሰሩ አሳይተውናል። ሪሰርች የሚፈልጉ አጀንዳዎች ምን እንደሆኑ ይታወቃሉ። ይሄን አብረን እንሰራለን። እንግዲህ ኮሌጁ ደግሞ ቬሪ ሹር ከዚህ ፊትም አብረን ስለሰራን ምን ያህል ፋስት እንደሆነ ምን ያህል ኮሚትድ እንደሆነ አይቻለሁ። እኔ ዝም ብሎ ሰው እንትን ለማድረግ ለማድነቅ አይደለም። So we are really confident that the college will implement this policy to its capacity. ሚሊዮኖች ምናምን ማለት አይደለም። በትንሽ ብር ማት ነገር ነው ሊሰራ የሚችለው። መምህራንን በርቱ ብሎ የምስክር ወረቀት በመስጠት ብቻ ብዙ ነገር ይሰራል። ገንዘብ ሳይሆን ሰው ሲጀምር ሞራል ነው የሚፈልገው ስራ ሲሰራ አካዳሚያ ውስጥ ያለ ነው። እና እንግዲህ ይሄ የጋራ ቃል ነው። ሁሉንም ሪከርድ አድርገናል። አይ ዊሽ እንግዲህ ኢቲቪ እና ሌሎች ሚዲያዎች ቢኖሩ፣ ግን የኔ ስልክ የራሴ ቴሌቪዥን ነው ማለት ነው። ያ ለምንድን ነው 10 ሺህ ብር ያወጣሁበት ይሄንን ካልሰራልኝ? ስለዚህ ለብዙ ሰው እንዲደርስ እናደርጋለን። ፋይናል መሴጅ ከኮሌጁ ዲን እንወስድና ዘን ዊል ክሎዝ ኢቨንት ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ መድረኩ ያንተ ነህ። ከነና እናመሰግናለን።
Okay, thank you so much. I'm very happy to work with this visa. So I'm very happy having Fikadu. Thank you, Lisa, for coming to Ethiopia for the first time, especially to the Wolaita. Wolaita is among the nations in Ethiopia. It's the land of the kings, the land of peace, it's the land of King Tona. So I think you have been enjoyed with proudness of Wolaita. You have seen us, you have seen the community. So thank you for coming to us. Also, Mr. Fikadu is, I think it is a young leader, a young initiator. He's a young, I think, man, and he impacted us very much. I think I've been learning from him, and I've been learning from Lisa. So, when coming to the most agenda, the gender issue is one of the untouched, unchanged, and also one of the critical issues, especially in the developing country like Ethiopia. But what I feel what mattering issue is the attitude, not the budget, not the material, the attitude, the commitment issue is one of the challenges still existing. We have been planning, we have been training, we have been writing, we have been trying here and there, but our attitude is still very far. So on behalf of the college, I say, when joining the college, we have been trying this, and we have changed a lot with the department team, with the management, with the AC, and also the managing board of the college. And I think something, we have impacted something. We have impacted something. This is a part of the college. We have impacted something. We have tried, I think, the initial part. So that means we are at the initial point. We are at the very initial point. We are at the very initial point. We have to get together. We have to be committed. We have to live for our words. We have to apply what has been said. And many projects, been working with the ASPE project, been working with PhD projects, been working with assembly project, and also will be working with QPoint. I think we have took a number of trainings concerning gender issue. In our college, there is gender department that is managed by, I think, Ms. Vayu and Mr. Wargo. I think they are potential persons, they are committed. The existing impact is because of them and the management. So, with this project, I found the issue a little bit ground touched beyond the theory. Beyond the theory, a little bit ground touched. So, as I have said, the concept of gender is being raised by ASPE, DFA, SNP, and I think the key point is come to the point. So we haven't seen or we haven't raised about gender policy. Gender policy. This is, I think, a big issue. Thank you for coming to this. We have been working with 7 ATVS colleagues in Ethiopia. We have not such a document. We are taking many times training, but we haven't come to those tangible documents. So thank you, Mr. Liza, and thank you, Mr. Fukado. So on the behalf of the college, and I think as a time leader of the college, I and my college management is highly committed just to bring this issue practical, or to make this issue practical. So,
That's what we need.
yes.
Thank you very much.
So, I think starting from this, we have to plan for what is next to do this thing. What is expected from the college, what is on our hand, what potential is there, and I think the summer is coming. There is big time for us. It is, I think, summertime. So, here are the department heads, here are the coordinators of the COC, coordinators of the teacher associations, coordinators of PAM, and I think extra issues are here. So, I believe, or just I promise, we'll get into the action. We'll get into the action. So, we'll contact you. We'll contact Mr. Fukado for this application. So, thank you. እንግዲህ በመጨረሻ ላይ ማለት የምፈልገው ህጻናትና በዞን ህጻናትና ሴቶችና ህጻናት ቢሮ ለመጣችሁ ምንድን ነው አሁን ይህ ኢሹ በመድረክ ላይ ብዙ ይወራል የሚመጡ ፕሮጀክቶች በዚህ ላይ በጣም ብዙ እናገራለን። ግን የሚታየው ነገር በጣም ትንሽ ነው። በጣም ትንሽ ነው። እኛ ያደረግነው በወንድ ዶሚናንት ካልቸር ላይ ነው ያደረግነው። አሁን የሴቶች እኩልነት ይባላል ይባላል። እኔ ቅድም እንዳልኩኝ እኔ ማምነው በእኛ ውስጥ ምን ያክል ገብቷል የሚለው ነገር ነው ማለት የሚያደርገኝ። በእኛ ውስጥ ምን ያክል ገብቷል፣ ስለ እህቶቻችን ስለ ሴት እህቶቻችን መጨነቅ፣ የነሱ ባለፉት ዓመታት ተጨቁኖ መኖር፣ ቦታ ማጣት፣ የሴት ጉዳይ የልጅ ጉዳይ እየተባለ እየተናቀ የመጣው ነገር በእኛ ልብ ውስጥ ምን ያክል ቦታ አግኝቷል የሚለው ነገር በጣም ማተር ያደርገኛል። ይህ ነገር በእኛ ውስጥ ገባ። ለምሳሌ አሁን በእኛ ኮሌጅ እዚህ 5 ዲፓርትመንት 6 ዲፓርትመንት ሄዶች አላችሁ ስለዚህ ለምሳሌ አሁን ዞን ሴቶችና ህጻናት ጋር የሚሰራቸው ስራዎች ባለፈው ወደ 200 ሴቶችን መርጠን በቨርቲካል ፋርሚንግ ላይ የሚሰራቸው ስራዎች በከተማ ላይ ባለው የአገር አቀፍ ሴቶች ሲከበር እኛ ከቤት ኮንትሪቢዩት አድርጎ በቨርቲካል ፋርሚንግ የሚሰራናቸው ስራዎች አሉ። አክሽን ለመሄድ ችግር ነው ብዬ የማስበው it is our attitude ከወሬ ባለፈ በውስጣችን ዲክሬት እናገናለን። ለምትተነኩሰው ወር ለምትተነኩሰው ሰውዬው ሀይ ባይ ማለት የመታገል ነገሩ ብዙም አይደለም። ህጻናትን እንላለን፣ ሴት እኮ ይህ ነች፣ ሚስት ነች፣ እናት ነች እንላለን። ከዛ አለፈ የቆረጠ በውስጣችን ቢኖር የቆረጠ ነገር በውስጣችን ቢኖር ከዛ በኋላ 1 2 3 በሆን ያክል ከአቅማችን በላይ የሆነ ሚሊየንስ ኢንቨስትመንት የሚጠይቅ ነገር አይመስለኝም። ስለዚህ አሁን ቅድም የተባለው ከቻይልድ ትራፊኪንግ ጋር ቻይልድ አንኤምፕሎይመንት ጋር ስኮላርሺፕ ጋር እኛ በምንችለው ከእናንተ ጋር ለመስራት ዝግጆች ነን። እናንተ እዚሁ ስላገኘን በጣም ደስ ብሎናል። ወላይታ ሶዶ ላይ ጥናቶች እንዳሉ በጣም እርግጠኛ ነኝ። ምንም የተሳተፉበት አለ ይጻፋሉ። ከዛ በኋላ ፓብሊሽ ይደረጋሉ። የሆነ ኮሚቴ ይሰብሰብና ፕሬዘንት ያደርጋሉ። ከዚህ ያለፉ ነገሮችን አንድ ላይ ሆነን እናስብ። አሁን ለእናንተ እኛ አለን፣ ሶዶ ኮሌጅ አለ፣ ምንድነው የእኛ ኮሌጅ አለ፣ ዩኒቨርሲቲ አለ፣ ፖሊቴክኒክ አለ፣ ብዙ እንትኖች አለ። ከዚህ በል ያሉ አካዳሚሻል የሆኑ ሰዎች አንድ ላይ ሆነን አንድ ላይ ነገር ማድረግ የምንችል ይመስለኛል። ቅድም የተባለውን ባለፈው የትምህርት እድል ጥያቄ ምናምን ሌላ መጥተው ነበር፣ ግን ጊዜው ካለፈ በኋላ የመጣው እንጂ ምንም ችግር የለብንም ብዬ አስባለሁ። ዊኬንድ ላይ የተወሰነ አድርገን ለማስተናገድ በኮሌጅ ኦልሬዲ የተያዘ ቦታ ማለት ብዬ አስባለሁ። በዚህ አካባቢ ሰው ሊሰጥ በዛ ላይ መስራት እንችላለን ብዬ አስባለሁ። ስለዚህ ወደ እንትኗ ጋር ሲመጣ ቅድም እንዳልኩኝ ጀንደር ፖሊሲውን ቶሎ ብለን መስራት አለብን። ቶሎ ብለን መስራት አለብን። ሌሎች ፕሮጀክቶች አይነት ነገር ነበረውና በዶክመንት መልክ ተሰርቶ ብሰጠን የሚመጣው ሁሉ ገና ከስክራች ሲነሳ የሚል ነገር ነበረኝ እና I'm very happy to see this issue on my life. I'm here. እዚህ ኮሌጅ ላይ ያለው ይሄ ነገር ሆኖ ማየት በጣም ፈልጋለሁ። ስለዚህ ወደ ስራው መግባት አለብን። አሁን ሰኔ 5 ላይ እንመጣለን። ከዛ በኋላ ፍሪ ጊዜ ነው ያለን። አንድ ላይ ቁጭ ብለን ሼራችን ወስደን እናጸድቃለን። ያ ሲሆን ስራዎች ሰስቴይብል ይሆናሉ። እኔ ብሄድ አዲስ የሚነሳ ያለ ዶክመንት ስላለ ከዛ የሚመጣ ሰው እንደገና አይቸግርም። እንደገና ሌላ ፕሮጀክት ፍለጋ አይሄድም። ባለው ነገር ሊያደርግ ይችላል። ስለዚህ የምናገኛቸው ነገሮች ሊያደርግ የሚሄድ ትልቅ ነገር ነው ብዬ አስባለሁ። I thank you for this investing time for this issue. I thank you for investing your money, your time, and for your everything on our community, on our college. I think God bless you. God bless you. I'm very happy, and just I promise, just to show you your efforts on action.
Very good.
God bless the world. God bless Ethiopia. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much. I think the training is almost over. I must mention about a committee. Sorry, those of you who promised to be part of a committee, please stand up. Let's see. Those who work on the policy. You have taken a promise. Now the college give us. It's really, I'm really happy because he said he is with us. It's a joint mission, right? በጣም ትልቅ value add ስለሚያደርግ የሚቀጥለውን ፖሊሲውን በአጭር ጊዜ ጨርሳችሁ because I already give them a draft which is motivated edited from a draft from Kenyatta University in Kenya. We modified a lot of things. You can use that as a starting material. Use all this and then attach a plan, a short-term, mid-term, long-term plan with the policy, so that the policy would have something to directly impact. And we are very happy that the zone is also involved in this, so outreach will be clearly indicated in the policy. በጣም ደስ ብሎ እዚህ ኮሚቴ ውስጥ የዞን ተወካይ ስላለ የጀንደር ኦፊሰር አለ ጎበዝ ወጣቶች አላችሁና እንደዛ ተሰርቶ ይሄ እቅድ እዚህ ጋር የተጻፉት ከፖሊሲው ጋር አብረው ይጸድቃሉ። I also promise to keep communicating with Key Point, Nuffic, Orange Knowledge, Gender to Connect. There are a lot of partners that work with us. Yes, Ethiopia, Hawassa University and other universities also. So I'm really grateful, very committed staffs. So this should be the end of the training. Maybe final words from Lisa before I finish.
I thought I already shared.
You can see it, please.
I have not much to add. I already shared my final words.
Yeah.
I am astounded by what we did last week, especially with the community. I'm really glad to see that there's finally, or at least I hope, there's finally some awareness on applying the theory, because applying what you learn and applying what you read and applying what you hear is so much more important than making a new research proposal. And I know that that is the base of change, but if we don't apply it, then it will always be a nice written project on the bookshelf. That's not what we want. So like I said, I'll say it again, please reach out. I'll be happy So see it as a living document. Share the beginning with me, please, and I can take a look at it. Also take my card if you want to reach out in any time related to the project. But for now, thank you so much, and I really hope that in 2023 we can find a new project together to continue working.
Thank you.